That urgent call from a concerned homeowner about standing water. The resident who installed a garden border that's now redirecting runoff toward a building foundation. The board meeting where a simple puddle becomes a heated debate. Surface water issues often start small, but can lead to significant damage and unexpected expenses when mismanaged. Surface water management is one of those issues that every condominium or HOA board faces at some point, unless you're living in a climate that is not predisposed to any surface water at all, which is very few. It's not always obvious which situations need attention and which ones are just part of normal drainage patterns. Let me share some insights that will help you make those calls. First thing to know, not every puddle is a problem. After rain or when snow melts, water naturally collects in low spots, especially in areas with clay soil. Residents might get concerned about their lawns or property values, but here's what you really need to watch for: water collecting next to buildings. This is where the real trouble starts. Water against foundations can work its way into basements and crawl spaces. Before you know it, you're looking at structural damage, mold, and expensive fixes like sump systems and waterproofing. When you're walking your property, keep an eye out for water pooling directly against buildings, damp spots in basements or lower level common areas, changes residents have made that affect water flow, things like raised garden borders, solid patios that don't absorb water, or downspouts emptying right next to buildings. Remember, if water is draining away from structures within a day or two, that's typically just normal drainage doing its job. When you do find legitimate water problems around the community, you've got options. And it makes sense to start with the simpler ones. Many issues can be fixed through basic landscaping, adjusting the grading, adding strategic planting, or creating simple swales that redirect water. And for those of you who don't know what a swale is, that's just a dip in the landscaping that is intended to collect water and direct it away from more vulnerable areas that are typically closer to buildings. A good landscaping contractor can handle most of these cost-effective solutions. For tougher problems, you might need to look underground. French drains, catch basins, or buried drainage pipes can channel water away from trouble spots. These solutions usually require specialized contractors and will cost more. Just keep in mind that underground systems need maintenance. They can clog with debris or get invaded by roots over time. Factor that ongoing cost into your planning. One of the biggest mistakes we see boards make is rushing to fix something without really understanding what's causing it. Before you spend your community's money, ask yourself, is this water actually threatening our buildings, or is it just temporary and harmless? Have we traced this water where it's coming from and not just where it's ending up? Will our solution actually solve the problem or just move it somewhere else? Focus your resources on water issues that threaten your buildings and infrastructure. Random puddles in the common areas rarely justify major expenses unless they're creating accessibility problems or damaging other community assets. Here's something practical you can do this week. After the next good rain, take a walk through your community. Make notes about where the water's collecting, especially noting any spots where it's up against buildings. Bring this information to your next board meeting so you can develop a plan that addresses the real risks in order of priority. Managing surface water comes down to balancing resident concerns with good judgment. With a thoughtful approach, you protect both your community's physical assets and its financial resources. Your residents may not always understand why some puddles don't warrant immediate action, but that's part of the board's responsibility, making informed decisions that serve the community's long-term interests. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.